going on, YouTube? This Pretty Boy Prepper coming to you to talk about Donald Trump, his 2016 run for president of the United States. I'm gonna say flat out no, absolutely not. This guy is a racist, a bigot, a hater of human rights, a full-fledged fraud. And I say to you, Donald Trump, you're fired. This guy is not who you want as your commander in chief. This guy is the worst thing possible for this country. This guy is only going to be an establishment type person. He will only be for the rich and the 1% of this world because he wants to remain that way as well. So if you think the middle class stands a chance, if you think the poor stands a chance, that means none of you. The upper few percentile will ever stand a chance under a Donald Trump. Donald Trump has nothing but the worst caliber of intentions planned for this country. People are flocking to his aid and saying they want to be a part of his movement because he says what's on his mind. He says what people are thinking. That's not the case. This guy is sparking complete hatred. And white people think this is the time now to act. Let's go ahead and start kicking these freaking Mexicans out and kicking these niggas' ass. You know what? What's going to happen when people start fighting back? All white people don't fight. Only you racists that want to have your guns. For some reason, black people are killing each other. What's going to happen when they turn around and start pointing a gun at somebody who's pointing back at them? People, do not allow him to focus you on hatred and trying to fight. Do not allow him to have you ready for a freaking race war because that's what he's trying to push you into. Do not allow this. And I say to Donald Trump, yes, you are a racist. Nothing that you said about the Mexicans being, rapists and drug dealers, that was too broad of a statement for you to say about an entire people being that bad. You just placed everyone that didn't know any Mexican people to think that these people are all bad and completely, and all of them that they see everywhere they go is illegal. I tell you what, listen for yourself at what he says.
Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
Now, you've tried to clarify this statement in recent days, Donald, but I guess the question comes down to this. Do you regret saying that specifically about rapists, or do you stand by it?
No, not at all. Of course, it's not only Mexico. If you let that run a little bit longer, it talks about people coming from all over. They're coming from all over. They'll soon be coming, and probably already have, be coming from all over the world.
All right. How did that sound? Was that racist enough for you? I mean, just take a look at some of the things he says, even when he's not opening his mouth. He tweets, sadly, because President Obama has done such a poor job as president, you won't see another black president for generations. Why is that? I wonder. I mean, this is how you feed into the psyche of the American people. You'll feed it to the thought process of a people. You say these type of things as though it was just that bad of a job. But you know what? It hasn't been. Now, some people didn't get any assistance. If you were gay, you won during the Obama administration. If you were in the middle class, your economy came back versus the recession we were in at the end of Bush's administration. So you're actually on the uprise. You've gotten jobs. You're starting by buying homes. The housing market is back. The car industry is back. But if you were the poorest of the poor and you were black, you're still the poorest of the poor, and you're black, and you're getting shot and killed in the street. You're being incarcerated overly incarcerated at an exceeding rate under Barack Obama. So if you're black, you're not winning. So I asked candidate for president Donald Trump, make this country better again. When was it so good, and for who? Because it only seems like there was a certain people that it was good for that he's speaking of, and that's the rich. Because you can't say during the Depression because everyone was poor. You can't say during this recent recession because everyone was losing jobs. So when was it so great? During the Bill Clinton administration? Yes, there was a lot of growth. But look what he did to gun control. Oh, he was banning guns. He entered in 3 strikes, you're out. Because I'm gonna tell you something about a man who's hungry with no job and can't find one, despite whether he has the education or not. He's gonna do whatever he has to do to feed his family. So if anybody doesn't understand what it's like to not have a job, not be able to feed your family, ask all these privileged kids that don't have these college degrees that have to move back home, that have that luxury to move back home, to keep from being homeless. What is it like to not have a job, knowing you got a $50,000 degree under your belt and you got loans to pay back? Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do do things you got to do till you can do what you want to do. People like Donald Trump don't understand that because he's always had it his way with a silver spoon in his mouth. That's not America. Americans get their hands dirty and do what they have to do to make things work for themselves and their family. They build things. They start things. They create. They survive. They fight. This guy's none of those things. He hasn't fought for anything a day in his life. He's only fought by running his mouth and belittling women, calling them fat slobs. But he has so many freaking supporters. He even had a lady, oh, this is the funniest thing. He was smart not to bring a Mexican woman on that stage with him. He brought a freaking Colombian on that stage that was acting like a freaking clown, acting stupid, acting like she loved him so freaking much. Everyone knows this is a freaking con. Every time you have someone walk up on stage, you, oh, I didn't know that. Did I know you? I don't know you. This is freaking stupid. Stop being fools, people. This guy's running a scam on you all. You have never had a scam run on you before. Watch the scam in action. All right, y'all. Just I want you to take a look for a second at Megan. Actually, I want to take a look at the Colombian lady that was actually on stage with him, somehow shooting her praises for Donald Trump for president. Just take a listen.
So let me say this. Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia.
I'm Hispanic.
And is this a setup? Did I ever meet you before? Huh?
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump. Yes, Mr. Trump. We love you. We love you. All the way to the White House.
If you pay attention, this lady barely spoke English. He asked her a plain question. She stuck straight to the script of what she was taught to say. He said, is this a setup? Have I ever met you before? Mr. Trump for president all the way to the White House. You can't see that this is a setup. They pulled this lady, probably gave her $5,000 or $6,000, said we'll help you with some kids or buy you some groceries or something. All you gotta do is hold this magazine, hug him, and tell him how much you appreciate everything he's ever done for you. That's what happened here, folks. Yes, this is a con man you're dealing with. This is not a man that you want for president. But you know what the strange thing about it? This is not all. This is not the only one. This dude has even been so lucky as to find 2 black chicks to do the same thing. No matter how much of a racist this guy is exactly able to find 2 black women that do the exact same thing. Let's check out Megyn Kelly and her sidekick doing their buffoonery and acting like the new movie, instead of 12 Years a Slave, the movie they're going to star in is last 2 slaves coming to a plantation near you. Check out these 2 ladies.
Hey y'all. Okay, so it's a day after the base, and y'all know I am mad as hell. Okay, and I would be pissed off. Okay, but see, somebody done already tried to come for Donald, so I got to come for them.
Oh, don't think for 1 second that these buffoons are through. You just keep listening. Let's look.
Okay, now, Last night on the debate, Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly asked Trump to respond to the comments he made about women on Twitter.
Okay.
And on his former NBC reality show, The Apprentice.
Right.
And this is what she said. When it comes to women, you call them fat pigs, dogs, and slob, Kelly said. And then only Rosie O'Donnell Trump interrupted. And then, you know, the audience started cheering, okay?
Yeah.
For the record, it was well beyond Rosie O'Donnell, Kelly reported before finishing her question. Here's the damn deal, Megyn Kelly, or Kelly Megyn, whatever your name is. Rosie O'Donnell started that whole foolishness.
Yeah.
She was on The View, and she the one spoke out against Donald, and Donald had to come back on her. So I don't know why you gonna make this here a part of your forum last night. You know, perhaps you don't need to be hosting debate. Perhaps what she need to do, maybe it's time for us to file Kelly and make her go back to report news at the local news. Try Sesame Street. Maybe you should go back and report news for Sesame Street and debate with them. You don't need to host another debate.
No.
You don't come for Donald like that. He ain't done nothing to you. Y'all always bringing up his past. He don't do nothing to nobody unless you try to do something to him.
He don't do nothing to nobody unless you do something to him. I guess all these unnecessary tweets he toss out every 5 minutes of every day. Even talking about Ted Cruz's wife the other day. I mean, how petty has this election become? It's not even American anymore. It's not even democracy anymore. It's become a sideshow circus. If anybody participates in it, you're a part of the problem. If you listen to any of the rhetoric that's being spouted by these idiotic candidates, you're part of the problem. I'd rather someone write their name in. I'd rather vote for that guy before someone allows me to vote for these fools we got right now. And you know what? I'm going to vote. I'm still going to vote. But I definitely can't vote for stupidity. So no matter how stupid you are, you think that, you know, well, the stupid I am, the stupid the whole situation is, that'll just make people not vote. Nah, we still going to vote. We're just going to vote for the lesser of all evils. Hey, I'm just talking about what I'm talking about, guys and girls. All you all that follow the Pretty Boy Prepper channel, thank you for stopping by, checking this out. This guy's crazy. I don't know what's going on. It's not even funny. He's such an idiot. I would like to know what his educational background is, because he's not smart. He can't even formulate his words well. He just talk crap. Anyone can talk crap. I mean, anyone without a high school diploma can talk crap, and that's what he does. He's so poorly prepped. His campaign manager snatching on people, snatching on kids in the at the rallies. This can't be freaking democracy. This can't be a presidential race we're actually witnessing before our eyes in 2016. This is the worst. I mean, I'd rather watch Mitt Romney talk about the 47% again than listen to this guy. And he was just kicking himself in the foot every 5 minutes. But Donald Trump seems to be kicking himself in the foot, so I think. But everyone loves it. I'm freaking out all. I'm at a loss for freaking words. But folks, again, this is Pretty Boy Prepper, just talking about what I'm talking about. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was just me spouting out some of my ideas, my thoughts. I want to wish all the candidates the best, except Donald Trump. Because he's the one I'm not freaking listening to. I'm not really too keen on the rest of them either. But he's just crazy. I'm out. This Pretty Boy Prepper just talking about what I'm talking about. And I'm out.